barn owl numbers in Ireland are at an extreme low, with only about 250 pairs in the country. Tests carried out on the livers of dead barn owls often reveal the presence of rodenticides. The precarious state of the barn owl population prompted Birdwatch Ireland to undertake a detailed research project coordinated by PhD student John Lusby. During his research, John stumbled across a most unexpected discovery.
We first discovered the greater white-toothed shrew back in March 2008, and this was through a research collaborative project with Queen's University in Belfast. Initially, we made the discovery actually because of the fact that barn owls were feeding on the greater white-toothed shrew. As part of the research we're conducting, it's looking at the barn owl diet, and we do this by analysing the barn owl pellets. And it was from a batch of pellets that we collected from a barn owl roost in the south of the country that we first came upon the bones of the greater white-toothed shrew, which led us to believe that it was established and existing in the country. As you can see from the pellets here, as we break them open, this is an example of the remains of the greater white-toothed shrew in the barn owl pellet. So you can see the bones and the skull here. And the skull, it's similar looking to our native species shrew, the pygmy shrew, but it's about twice the size, and the greater white-toothed shrew is about twice the biomass of the pygmy shrew. The discovery of this newly introduced greater white-toothed shrew is quite amazing, and it has the potential to have quite significant impacts within the local ecosystem where it currently occurs. For barn owls in particular, it seems to be having, at this early stage, quite positive benefits. The barn owl population obviously has a smaller prey base to feed on of small mammals than it does in the UK, and the addition of another prey item appears to be having quite positive benefits. Within the small area where the greater white-toothed shrew is currently known to occur, it appears to be already established as the primary prey item, making up about 60 or 70% of the diet. As it's a very recent discovery, we're currently still aiming to establish both where and when the greater white-toothed shrew came from. So some theories currently are that it might have been imported with transported goods into the country. Currently, the greater white-toothed shrew exists over a fairly localised area in the south of Ireland across 2 counties. From our research, it has shown that it is likely that the greater white-toothed shrew is expanding its range, however. The shrew is a fairly prolific breeder. It can have 4 to 5 litters a year, and quite a prolonged breeding season from March right until September. So this would obviously facilitate fairly rapid expansion. So it is quite likely that the shrew is and will continue to expand its range to occupy all corners of the country in time.